Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 7 of F1 Match 23. Here's Mercedes off to the Monaco Grand Prix up next. Just manufacturing a few parts, and there's no new parts really being added to the car here. Ooh, hey. Looks like we're all done Emily here. Emily? Jeez. Imola. Or Italy. Either or. Ralph Boschung wins in F2, still leading the F2 championship. As F3, Dino Bogdanovic, I'm totally saying that wrong, was the winner there. Let's see, got some scouting reports done. Jack Doohan, contract remaining 7 months, cool. Logan Sargent, 7 months. I'm not sure if we'll take him as like a replacement reserve. Probably bump up Mick if Lewis does retire at this point. Could take Alex Palou though. Could very well do that. As Tour Center is upgraded. Let's just make sure all the parts in the car are nice and repaired here. ERS is probably going to be switched out mid-weekend, which is fine. Your suspension's all built, or at least just touching all that stuff up. Let's do the performance targets real quick. I think we'll reach Q3 qualifying position. I'll say P5. And don't think we're going to get fastest lap, but off we go to the Monaco Grand Prix. Well, both drivers appear to be decently prepared for qualifying, but pace-wise, we're about the 4th best team again, and we know how hard it is to pass in Monaco. So we're going to have to get up there and go out-strategy him. Ooh, we had a red flag.
Red flag, red flag.
Not sure what, because we were one done there.
Now we're at turn 11 now.
Albon, ooh, hit hard.
Just flies into that crash.
And that was a track blocker.
And that's an unfortunate incident.
So that's probably going to end Q1 there. What are we doing here? Anyways, we stayed one done as top 3 there. Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz. So Leclerc looking pretty good. Remember, technically, well, really, he's yet to win a Monaco Grand Prix. I know he won it a couple times in the F1 Manager 22 save. Has done it here. And we've got George P6, Lewis P9. Eliminated there. Zhou Guanyu, Bottas, Albon's through, but his car is wrecked. Piastri, Sargent eliminated. But Pierre Gasly, bit of a surprise elimination there in P17. Things looking pretty good there for us. Yeah, George P5, Lewis P7. Ferrari once again 1-2. This time Sainz over Leclerc. Eliminated there. Both Haas's. Lando Norris, Nick DeVries, and Albon, who didn't even turn a lap. Here we go. Final flyer in Q3 coming up. George going to take the line first. Currently got Lewis P7, George P8. Sainz again on pole. Perez just behind, with Leclerc taking P3, Alonso P4, and Verstappen in the middle of an Aston Martin sandwich. Got both of our guys on a fresh set right here.
And circuit's all clear. So we're good to go.
George not improving that sector. So here comes Lewis starting his lap. Traffic always going to be a big factor around here. As Lewis at least improving in sector 1. Leclerc goes purple as Alonso jumped to the top of the board. At least George is improving sector 2.
So you've taken the checkered flag.
Here comes George. He will stay P8. Clear purple sector 1 and 2. Here comes Lewis across the line. Jump on P5. See if that can stick as Leclerc goes to pole. Edge Verstappen will guess right here. Hopefully stay ahead of Stroll at least. Stroll stays P7. Verstappen stays P6. So top three. Leclerc, Alonso, Sainz. Lewis P5. George P8. All right, expecting partly cloudy conditions here. Well, it's actually expecting... I'm thinking this actually might be the better strategy, going the medium tire to the soft tire, because I'm a little worried about how the soft tire is going to fare at the end. But, actually, you know what? Lewis will go with the soft tire to the hard tire. George will go with the medium tire to the hard tire. Everything should work itself out. Push from the get-go. Push on the fuel from the get-go. We'll activate the battle assist once we get going, which is right now.
For one of the most exciting
So here we
races in the
go.
world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix.
See what Leclerc can do off the line. Should be down and away.
And away we go.
It's like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 getting up in there. As Perez gets up around Sainz from the get-go. George looks like he's fighting Ocon. I think should be able to fend him off right there. There we go. Such a crawl through there. Quick look at the strategies. Not much of a split up front. Mostly everyone's on the medium tire. Sainz on the soft tire, looking to get back around Perez. Think might be kind of just stuck in line here, but see if we can at least get up to Sergio Perez. Stay within DRS range once it opens here. George might want to back it down just a little bit.
Just reduce your speed.
I think we should be able to hang on to Stroll here. Tires like to fall off really in the middle of the run. That's when the wear really starts to accelerate. So if we could save a little at the beginning, that's okay.
DRS has been enabled. Currently,
We should probably top up there.
So it's now Perez car ahead. They got the stack up with you. So they're low battery at the moment.
Understood.
Yeah, you should probably top that up. Oh, we know it's tough to pass here, but you know, George is going to send it in on Lance Stroll here in lap 11. Keep pressing that button. Let's say get past Monaco. George up to P7. Doing pretty well on the tires still. As Lewis is up in P5. Had a bit of separation from Verstappen. He caught back up. As we're slowly tracking down Perez. Up front, meanwhile, Charles Leclerc is still leading his home Grand Prix by 3 seconds over Fernando Alonso. Carlos Sainz right behind the rear wing of the elder Spaniard. Not pushing too hard on the tires right now, because we know eventually the tire wear rate's going to definitely pick up, especially when they wear a bit more. But pretty happy with her pace so far. Obviously would like to be beating Aston Martin a bit more convincingly, but just got to take what we could get, really. Finally got some movement in the pit lane on lap 21. Ocon coming in first. I think it should be mostly clear traffic. It's actually is out of the pits right now. Switched on to... Is he on a two-stopper? Is he on soft tires? Why? Genuinely baffled. Why? And he's in traffic. Oh, interesting strategy decisions there. Anyways, getting close to the pit window for Lewis, as actually, of everyone on the soft tires, minus Ocon, is doing the best right now in the condition. And trying not to push terribly hard. Just want to make him at least last to the pit stop. George, meanwhile, 10 seconds behind Lewis and Verstappen, but 2 seconds clear of Stroll. His tires are kind of equalizing with everyone else's right now, so you may want to conserve a little bit.
Reduce your speed. Copy.
Just to make sure they last to the pit stop as well. Up front, still all Leclerc, 4-second lead over Alonso. Sainz probably coming in very soon on the soft tire as he's closing on Alonso. And Perez within the DRS range of Sainz himself. Lewis about 2.5 seconds off of Perez. Here comes Sainz to the pits, actually. Medium tires going on.
Push now.
I don't think they're going to last, so I don't know about that strategy. Guess a bunch of guys actually going for the two-stopper. That's bold. It's really bold. It's really, really bold. Might make us rethink our strategy, though, so it's making us think at least. Stroll coming into the pits. He's going to go the hard tire, so that should be the one stopper for him, although that's rather early. I really do think everyone's going to a two-stopper here. I'm thinking maybe the AI is doing some four-dimensional chess here. I'm not quite sure. Stroll's going to come out, actually. Oh, just behind Magnussen. So yeah, pit stop slowly starting to happen. I think we're still going to wait a little bit. Maybe see what the leaders do. Well, he's got some fresh tires, and he did have DRS down the front straight. Carlos Sainz making a move down the inside. George, he's got him on his fresh set of mediums. I think this is going to force our hand with Lewis, and I think, even though it's probably not going to work now, I think we'll just try coming out on the hard tire here.
So we'll box at the end of this lap.
Because I got a feeling Verstappen will try coming in very soon. So let's try covering him off, as a lot of the cars towards the back are now pitting. And I'm just reacting with Lewis, basically. As, yep, Verstappen was also coming in as well. Now, problem is, let's see how good our pit crew is today. So goes Verstappen in the pit. We know how fast that Red Bull crew is. Oh my gosh, no!
Sorry about that, Lewis.
You're kidding me. Absolutely kidding me.
Watch the lines on exit.
Well. So much for going with an alternate strategy now. Wow, that stunk.
yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
And
Now
lap
this
30,
is
we are
Sergio
waiting
Perez.
around a little bit because we're still trying to
There's
extend
the
the stint to
opening.
definitely make it a one-stopper for George. Sergio Perez getting DRS going around left side. He's got the new set of hard tires, so he's got the position now.
Closer and closer to that.
He's got George currently in P5. Verstappen charging. Again, with Lewis, we just pitted early to answer there, but I'm okay with pitting later with George here. All right, Leclerc finally in the pits, down away on the hard tire. Alonso's going to lead a little bit. As don't want to come in that early. Maybe just wait a few more laps. I think we should be coming out at least ahead of Stroll, or at least our tires will be good enough with battling him. His tires are already at 88%. Sainz still not sure why he switched to the medium tire, as here comes Verstappen down the right side.
It's not going to be long now, mate.
Down to P6 for now. We should be seeing George come in very, very shortly here.
Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. It's there for the taking.
We're going to bring George in this lap here in lap 35 as going to the hard tire. Lando just had a pit issue. He's behind us anyway.
Box.
As Alonso still staying out.
Yes,
He's got Sainz charging. He's probably going to get him right here. Pass for a lead under green. On track. Carlos Sainz to the lead. As Leclerc's closing. He came out of the pits 11 seconds behind. He gets the fastest lap now. Now 7 seconds behind. So here comes George. Please be mistake-free. Hard tire going on. 2.4, pretty good. We've had better.
Track will be clear on exit.
Oh, it's music to my ears. Let's go track down Stroll. I think we should be able to do that, no problem. 9th fastest pit stop. So it's in the top 10. And Sainz is gone. He's already 2 seconds ahead of Alonso up there. Leclerc is now 5 seconds behind Sainz. Lewis has got his own little space right here. 13 seconds behind the trailing Red Bull of Verstappen, but 10 seconds clear of Stroll. As George is 5 seconds behind Stroll. Just keep carrying on with this current pace. Alonso finally coming to the pits on lap 39, right at the halfway point, going to the hard tire. I think they held him out there for too long, because he's going to be clearly out of the pits ahead of us here, but it's going to drop him to P5. But he's going to have the freshest tires of anybody for now. Well, finally got past for lead with 27 to go. Leclerc gets around Sainz, so I'm pretty sure he's going to pit very soon. It's only a matter of time there. As, geez, they've lapped up to 8th place. So George's last car in the lead lap at this point. So we got some cars that are going to go down 2 laps here. As I mentioned, Sainz, or Leclerc's going to jet away there. Got Perez 10 seconds off lead. Verstappen 11 seconds off lead. Who's still hanging on P6. See maybe if we can make it as a one-stopper here. George will definitely make it a one-stopper as he's slowly closing on Stroll. I think the only car that might have to pit against Sainz, and it's probably just going to drop him to 4th. So, rather interesting. Here comes Sainz into the pits on lap 55. I think he's going to change to another set of softs here. Yep, that's going to be the case. Perez also coming in. It's both going to the soft tire, down and away. Might move Alonso into the podium spot for a little bit here. I imagine they'll get him. We're not going to gain anything out of this. Magnussen takes fastest lap. I imagine Sainz and Perez are going to take that pretty quickly, right on back. Meanwhile, George slowly closing on Stroll, just almost outside DRS range. We should be able to get 7th, no problem. Okay, let's make my job a little bit easier. Stroll comes into the pits on lap 57. He's going to go to the soft tire. Down the way. I think he's going to make up all that time. Plus, looks like he's about to get lapped. Big brain Aston Martin strategy. Well, we got a caution. I don't know where at.
So
Joke on you crashed turn 8. That's Verstappen actually just came out of the pits. Ooh. I don't think that was bad. I think it just like clipped the barrier. Still going.
And just like that, the hopes of the team.
That's weird. The hopes of the team? He was down in P17. What are you talking about? Anyways, nothing really changed up front. Leclerc leading. 20 laps to go. Sainz on fresh soft tires. I don't think he's going to catch him in time. And our boys here got Lewis P6, George P7. Guess I got a bit smarter. I guess this two-stopper really is going to work. So, might have to get a bit more creative with strategy going forth. Interesting. Oh well, at least Frontier introduced something I've been asking for. Much smarter AI. So, hey. Well, I doubted Stroll was even going to catch us, but turns out he actually is doing it. It's not going to get us right past soon, but he's right on the rear wing of George, so Stroll's probably going to get P7 right here. Lewis should hang on to P6 at least, hopefully. Actually, those tires starting to get pretty worn. No. Okay. Alright, played our hand here. Gotta do the two-stopper with Lewis. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. Alright, so pitting with 11 to go. Fresh set of softs gonna go in the car here. No mistakes this time, please and thank you. Hey, 2.3, that was pretty good.
So remember, white line on exit.
So here comes Stroll and Lewis, or George. Hey, ninth fastest. What we're gonna do? Back him up. Back him up. Got Lewis 6 seconds behind.
And we can drop the lift to coast for now. We'll make it up later.
Understood.
Gotta get Alpine out of the way, though. They would just keep backing Stroll up. Because I'm certain Lewis, we could get him with Lewis, so. Hey, Sainz actually catching up. I wasn't expecting it. He's 3.5 seconds behind. So he might pull this off and deny Leclerc again in Monaco. It wasn't so sad. It'd be kind of funny. All right, 9 to go. It's working. Lewis is right there behind Stroll. Oh, Lewis is taking a look there. And George, make sure you get just like don't fight your teammate. All right, Lewis, see if we can sneak a pass here. Late lunge, perhaps. Ooh. Okay, George is kind of like right in the middle there. Hey, moved Lewis right up to P6, so there we go. That's a bit impressive. And let's pull away on these fresher tires now. Well, Lewis is taking 2 to go now, as actually Ferraris are within a second of each other.
Remaining.
I don't think Sainz going to be in their time, or get there in time to try a lunge. But Ferrari's going to maximize their points haul here. Well, just about. The 1-2. Not sure who has fastest lap now, though. The indicator actually disappeared, and it's kind of weird. There we go, 1 to go. Sainz closing with the rear wing. Well, our situation, George fell off from Stroll a little bit as those hard tires are falling off the cliff. Even though the soft tires should be falling off the cliff. See if Sainz can deny Leclerc in Monaco. Oh, there's lap traffic.
We just got 1 lap remaining.
No, I don't think it's going to get there in time. Maybe he might. And... nope. Well, finally, Charles Leclerc is going to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Holds off Carlos Sainz by a half second. Final podium spot's going to go to Sergio Perez, looks like.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
I think that's 4 in a row for Leclerc as well. So Verstappen going to be denied from the podium. Slowly get our guys on around here. It looks like we're going to finish on the lead lap with them.
And think about less lifting coast.
Yep.
So there we go. Lewis Hamilton finishes P6. George be bringing it across the line here momentarily.
P6. Well done, mate, for sticking at it.
And P8.
There's a long way to go, but let's keep pushing, guys.
Yeah, fast lap went to Max Verstappen there, so that's who got it. Top 10, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, your podium. Then Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, Ocon, and Magnussen gets into the points for Haas. Driver standings, lead for Charles Leclerc now 32 points over Verstappen. Lewis sitting in P5 still. George in P8. Constructors, Aston Martin gets back around us again, leading us by 1 point as Ferrari now lead Red Bull by 30 in the Constructors. And top 10 pit stops. Hey, we got some points. Okay, 2.39 seconds. 9th best pit stop of the race. Red Bull still fastest with Verstappen over Ferraris and the AlphaTauris. We got 7th in the standings there. Hooray. The rear wing is all set. The Spanish Grand Prix going to be coming up next. That's going to be another quick turnaround, 4 days. Uh-oh. What did we break? Oop, hang on. Alright, so broke the chassis. Underfloor. Okay, replace that. Might want to replace the chassis too. You know what? Go build 2 of those. Underfloor, probably need to build another one of those. And I guess we'll be all set there. Hey, what's going to do it? Oh no, what happened? Wind tunnel concerns. Concerned about our wind tunnel. No signs of what could be structural damage. Wind tunnel shut down for 8 days. I guess, you know, just in case there's a risk, it's probably the best thing to do. I do like these new little scenarios they have in the game. That's pretty neat. Anyways, F2 and F3. These are your winners from there. Jack Doohan, who we scouted. Again, might bring him on as a reserve driver. Maybe, possibly, who knows? I don't know. Anyways, it's going to do it for this episode of F1 Manager 23. If you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when future episodes come out. And to everybody, thank you for watching.